Welcome to Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. You're listening to KCCC 930 AM. I'm Hattie here in Cavern City, and it's time for Midweek Matters, bringing you both the best upcoming events and interesting micro news from around Carlsbad and Eddy County. We'll start with what's happening around town and on campus, then give you the quick news that affects your daily life. First up, run, do not walk, to the final showing of The Bad Guys in the Allen Theater's kids-free movie series today at 1:40. This is the perfect opportunity to see The Bad Guys on the big screen before the sequel drops on August 1st. The Carlsbad Homeschool Co-op will be available at a homeschool information night happening tomorrow, Thursday, June 12th at the Carlsbad Public Library. This informational session starts at 6 p.m. and runs until 7:30. Parents interested in learning about homeschooling options and touring resources can find them in the children's area. Cavern Fest returns this weekend on Friday, June 13th, running through Sunday, June 15th. This beloved community festival offers entertainment and activities for the whole family. Be sure to check out all the festivities happening throughout the weekend. Book lovers should join Brews and Books this Friday, June 13th from 2 to 3 p.m. at Milton's Brewing on West Mermod Street. It's a perfect combination of good literature and local craft beverages. Look for the book list on the library website. Families with children can enjoy the SENMC gardening class for kids this Friday, June 13th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Carlsbad Public Library. It's a hands-on opportunity for young ones to learn about planting and gardening. Music enthusiasts won't want to miss Keith Bernstein performing at Yellow Bricks Restaurant this Friday, June 13th from 6 to 10 p.m. The restaurant is located at 201 North Canal Street. Art lovers still have time to visit the Carlsbad Arts 2025 Juried Art Show at the Carlsbad Museum. This exhibition of local artists runs through Saturday, June 14th, so this is your last week to see the talented work of local and regional artists at 418 West Fox Street. Looking ahead, families can enjoy the kids-free movie series at Allen Theaters next Wednesday, June 18th, featuring The Wild Robot, with showings at 9 a.m., 11:20 a.m., and 1:40 p.m. This is part of their ongoing summer movie series for children. Now it's time for the Carlsbad Quickies Micro News. KCCC 930 AM Zone Johnny Chandler will be teaching an introduction to community journalism and public speaking, confidence and communication this summer at SENMC, as well as other KCCC friends and favorites. We'll be teaching creative writing camps for kids, beginning knitting or crochet, website and e-commerce, time management, and more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to learn skills from people who use them in their daily lives. According to the Artesia News, Lee and Patrick Kirksky, former winners of the Special Olympics New Mexico Family of the Year for 2021, will take over Special Olympics New Mexico Area 4 as director and sidekick, succeeding but not replacing Carolyn Olson, who has given most of her life in service to Special Olympics in our area, beginning with water safety classes in the 1970s. Thank you, Carolyn, Lee, and Patrick, for your devoted service. The Artesia News also reports that Artesia General Hospital has been accredited to offer continuing medical education classes for healthcare professionals. The designation enables Artesia General to offer locally accredited educational activities for physicians, nurses, technicians, and allied health professionals, further supporting clinical excellence and professional development in Southeast New Mexico. In its decision, the New Mexico Medical Society cited several strengths in Artesia General's educational program, including leadership by a committed group of educators and physicians, the involvement of expert presenters, and a strong focus on interdisciplinary training. Thanks to the Current Argus for details on this next story. On May 29th, following a series of resignations, the city of Carlsbad's administration was sued by a group of former Carlsbad police officers for alleged mismanagement, stemming in part from the appointment of a new chief of police several months ago. The officers say that low staffing caused an inability to keep residents safe and called for the Eddy County Sheriff's Department to take over management until the crisis is addressed. Mayor Lopez, who appointed the new police chief in December, stated separately that part of the low staffing is due to the addition of 22 new positions they intend to fill. The article indicated additionally the inability to compete with oil field wages. But in response to this case, Mayor Lopez added in an emailed statement, "In light of the recent allegations against the Carlsbad Police Department, we have hired an independent company to conduct a thorough investigation." I, for one, am sure we will all be keeping a close eye on this case. Thank you also to the Current Argus for the update on the airline situation. The City Council heard a proposal from 3 airlines to take over service out at Cavern City Air Terminal, which I mentioned last week. But some of the councilors felt that the committee who evaluated the 3 airlines was not fully transparent about the proposal or the results of the poll of residents. The council chose to request a 30-day delay in the decision while they seek additional information so they may proceed with transparency on our behalf. According to the Carlsbad Local, 135 Head Start employees were furloughed at the end of May, with the status of school next year being left in question for many families. That covers 659 students in Eddy and Chavez counties that may not be able to attend school in August. Many working parents with students in the Head Start program will be following closely. In the past, officials with the Carlsbad Department of Development have cited child care concerns as one of the region's greatest limitations for retaining employment. Thanks to the parent committees of Head Start, however, services will continue through the summer. It's time for our Weekend Wanderer segment, where we explore day trips and weekend getaways within easy reach of Carlsbad. This month, we're highlighting Sitting Bull Falls Recreation Area, located just 42 miles west of Carlsbad. This desert oasis offers visitors the chance to experience a series of spring-fed waterfalls that fall 150 feet to a large pool of water below. If you're planning a visit, bring your swimming gear and picnic supplies for a perfect day by the water. Sitting Bull Falls is open 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. with the entry gate closing at 3:30. For the adventurous, don't miss the hiking trails. There's an ADA accessible path to the falls viewing area, plus the shortcut trail that climbs to an overlook, and the longer 3-mile Sitting Bull Falls Trail for the more experienced hikers. Summer is a perfect time for swimming at the base of the falls and enjoying the cool mist from the waterfall. Before you head out, be sure to check the Lincoln National Forest website for the latest fire restrictions and conditions. Currently, we are at level 2, no campfires and no smoking. You can reach the falls via 2 scenic routes, Highway 137 from US 285 north of Carlsbad, or Dark Canyon Road from US 62 180 south of town, both connecting to Forest Road 276. If you ride, don't miss the opportunity to tour the Dark Canyon Road. Truly spectacular. That's your Midweek Matters for today from Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. If you have an event or news item you'd like us to share, please contact us using the contact form at kccc930am.com. That's kccc930am.com. This show was produced in partnership with Southeast New Mexico College Workforce and Community Education. As always, on Wednesdays, we celebrate the lives of those who have lived or died in Carlsbad, New Mexico, with obituaries from Dentonwood Funeral Home and West Funeral Home, LLC. Mariano Nano Morales was born in Terralingua, Texas on November 26, 1943, and he left this earth on May 30th, 2025, at his home surrounded by his loved ones. Mariano's perfect day was hanging out with his grandchildren in the backyard and spending time in the swimming pool. A proud, self-taught guitarist and keyboard player, "Music is my life" could be considered his mantra. Whether it be a family gathering, holiday, or a day at the lake, his guitar would be hanging around his neck, ready to break out into a jam session. He used his art to praise his Lord for many years as a member and leader of Cora Agua Viva for San Jose Catholic Church. In later years, he joined the band The Bilinguals with his nephew Donnie, entertaining many with their Tex-Mex music. Carol B. Worley, 75, of Carlsbad, New Mexico, passed away on May 30th at her home, surrounded by her family. Carol was born in Brooklyn, New York, and moved to Carlsbad with her family as a young girl. She graduated from Carlsbad High School in 1968 and married her high school sweetheart that same year. They returned to Carlsbad in 1971 after Wayne's service in the U.S. Army. Carol's priority in life was her faith in God, sharing her love for family, and giving back to her community. She was active in Epsilon Sigma Alpha for many years and was instrumental in starting Packs for Hunger and Shauna's Dream. She continually looked for ways to help veterans, church families, and community members in need. Carol always made sure everyone knew it was a group effort. She never did it alone, and absolutely loved helping others. Our thoughts are with the families and friends of those who have passed. Go to dentonwood.com for more information on these fine folks. Thank you as always for listening to KCCC 930 AM.